Finally getting started going back and landscaping that mess I made last year. And this time I'm going for very low maintenance landscaping. I'm not going to put any trees in or anything. I'm pretty much going to go with just stones and stuff like that. And I did order some landscape fabric from Vivor a while back to get ready for this. And this is a non-woven. It's an 8-ounce, they said, really heavy stuff that they sell. And I was pretty amazed when I got the box, the size of it for being the 4-foot by 100-foot roll. Anyhow, I did move those hostas up here, the ones I dug out in the back last year. I put them down in the compost pile with leaves on them over the winter. Just dug them out, and I've got 6 of them. I broke it up into here. So I'm just going to go for some simple hostas and some of this EcoBorder that they sell. It's like a recycled rubber border that's real easy to install, and I did open it last year. You can see I've got stink bugs in there from those things sneak in everywhere in the winter when they're looking for a place to sleep. But it does come with some like plastic nails to mount it with and stuff, and I'll show you that in a second how it goes in. Pretty simple stuff to put in, and it also is easy to mow around and everything else. So I'm just going to start by raking this over a little bit. I did have it all, leveled off, raked off, and tamped down last year, but over the winter things move and frost heaves it and stuff. And I made a little bit of a mess when I was digging to put the plants in. So got that all fairly level where the edging's going to go. And this is some roll of landscape fabric. I can't believe that's a 100-foot 4 foot by 100-foot roll. Usually you just get a roll and it's at Home Depot it's 4 foot long and it's only about 3 inches around. As a matter of fact, the last stuff I got at Home Depot was crap and it was really expensive, so that's why I'm trying this stuff. Rolls out easy and hopefully it'll last. And it is quite tough, I found out. That's one of the utility knives there, trying to cut it. And it does dull the blades quick. And it is like some kind of a synthetic fabric, I guess. And you can't see through it either, so it's much thicker than anything else I found yet. You can see it's like a really thick plastic felt or something like that. So I got that from Vivor, and I'll see how it works. Hopefully it'll last. And luckily we have no wind today. I just can't believe it. We've had so much wind and so much rain and everything else so far this spring. It's been just amazing. Lucky you got a cool, calm day that's not raining today. It's still cold out, but can't help it. And boy, this drain I put in last winter, it would just work perfect. Not one drop of water in the house. No more puddles out here. No more mud. Really did work good, so I'm real happy I took the time to do that. And now getting this cleaned up so it's just easy to take care of and mow. And if you remember those nasty old bushes I dug out here, and just got to be too much when you get old, you want something simple to take care of. And I figured this will fit the bill and make everything easier. And be able to just mow around it. So I'm going to start by doubling that over and putting it about 3 inches up on the wall there where I want it. And I got this pair of scissors I had out in my shop. I try to cut it. And this didn't go too well. I guess I always get the old dull scissors. This stuff is tough when you don't have a good sharp instrument to cut it with. So I gave up, and don't tell my wife. I went inside and I stole her good sewing scissors here, and here I am out there, and you can see just how easy this stuff cuts with good scissors. So it does make a difference. Make sure if you're going to mess with this stuff, you do have some good scissors. So I'm just going to go down, and I've got 6 of these in. I'm going to rough cut out each hole for them. A little bit undersized right now, but I'm going to clean it up once I do get it all stretched out and located. I just want to make sure that I'm in the ballpark to start. You see, it's a beautiful day today. I got some sun. It's above freezing and just nice. And I do have that orange line there that I'm going to use for setting the edging against. So let's get this stretched out, put it about 3 inches up the wall, and I do have to go back and paint some pipes up there and stuff once it warms up a little bit more. And I'm going to take some of this mulch stuff that I got. It's a wood mulch I got at Lowe's. They had it for $2 a bag last week, so I ran over and I bought 60 bags of it. Actually took two trips with my little truck. I could only get 30 bags on it at a time. But it looks like it's pretty nice. A little bit coarser than some of the stuff I've used in the past, but I think it'll work. And then I'm just going to go back and trim out as big as I want these things to grow, because this fabric will pretty much limit the size of what can come up. And then it's a matter of going back through and just spreading bag after bag, trying to keep it 3 to 4 inches thick. Make sure I go up the wall there and stuff tight too. And go pretty light around the all the hostas that I put in. So you can see this should be really simple. I can just buzz around with a 0 turn and no problem when I'm done. Real quick and easy to take care of. And then this edging, it's made by EcoBorder. I think it's a recycled product, recycled tires or something like that. But it's real nice to work with. I found out really easy and simple. It comes in 4-foot sections, and it comes with these spikes plastic spikes. And you do have to be real careful when you're putting them in. If you hit a big rock or something, you want to stop, take and dig the rock out, and then finish putting it in. Otherwise, it's going to break off. But otherwise, they do go in nice. And you can see you can bend this. You can run it straight. You can go on uneven surfaces. So it's really easy to install. And that's why I went with it. Give me something simple, lightweight, and little pieces I can deal with. I ordered this on Home Depot last fall. Never got around to putting it in, though, because we had some health issues and stuff like that. And we had real cold weather, too. So I'm just doing it now. So I'm just going to bring it around the corner there. Try to get it fairly even radius. A little bit cold for it too. I think if it was warmer, it would be easier to put it down. But I find out if it's not perfect, you can kind of push the shape a little bit with the mulch when you push it up against it on the inside. So the first couple pieces started. And that one brick on the right there, I do have to cut that off too. I put that in place here just because the board ended there. So again, you can see really, just how easy this stuff is to put down, and as long as you don't hit too many big rocks, it's no problem with the spikes and stuff. And then it's just a matter of putting some, trying to get 3 to 4 inches, like I said, of this stuff out there. Fill everything in, and I'm hoping this will work for the weeds for a couple of years at least. We'll see. Life's a learning experience. So then as you put the mulch back in there, you can see you can push it out a little bit. And these things go together. There's like these plastic dowel pins with little barbs on them there. Kind of hold it together and keep everything aligned. And they push in there, and then the pieces just push together. You have to push pretty hard because it's cold out now, but and then you have a fairly nice joint, and I'm using the string to line it up along as I nail it down, so that helps out. So it didn't take long to get this this first section done. It went pretty quick. It was a little bit of a learning experience, but you can also see how I've got that landscape fabric going out under the edging, and I'm going to go back and trim that later. And let's put this piece down. This was a piece that I had out in the sun for a couple weeks last year when I got it. I was just trying to figure out how to do it. And you can see it did fade a little bit, so I'm sure the other stuff's going to fade to match it in a short period of time. We'll see how the color holds up. But again, if you got a nice straight line, you want to go straight with this stuff. It's really fairly easy if you leveled the area pretty good before you started. And if it's a little bit off, you can push a little bit of dirt up under it. And I'm going to be putting topsoil up here. This whole thing's going to be grass seed once it gets dry enough for them to screed the topsoil. And then I got these rocks I dug out last year when I was doing, digging all the bushes out and trying to do all the drainage work. So I figured I'm just going to use them for just for some decoration, landscaping. And I tell you what, this Catawba grapple, I beat the heck out of it. This thing's really tough. That right there is pretty heavy stone, and it grabs it like nothing, and nothing bends on it or anything else. And I'm just going to set these in place where I want them, or close to where I want them. And I did move a little bit of fabric away. So let's see, let's shift this into position, and it's like, no way, Jose. 10 years ago maybe, but not now. Okay, let's get the grapple back out here. And move that back where I want it. Should be able to slide it right back to where I want it. There we go. And then I got this other big one here that's going to go out in the front, the driveway, where protect my well from Amazon backing over it. So I'm going to put that over there while I'm at it. But you can see that rock is in there, and I got a couple more to go, but everything's starting to come together here. A little bit smaller one. Hopefully these things don't grow too big over time. We'll see. But I tell you what, having the right equipment really makes the job go easy. Oh, and there you can see how flexible that edging is. I hit it with a tractor and I'll just push that right back into shape. And this is another big boy going over here. Kind of like the shape of this one, so. I guess you could call these our pet rocks. See if I can set that down exactly where I want it. Nope. Slide it back a little bit. It's kind of hard to see from the driver's seat in the tractor any air ago. Kind of hard to see what this grapple is doing exactly. But it does, as you can see, it does work really good. And I beat the heck out of this thing, and it really takes a beat and keeps on going. So I'm really happy with it. If you're looking for a good grapple, I'll tell you, check out the Catawba website. They've got some really great stuff, and they just keep growing. Let's get this rock over. This one's going over around the front, so I got to move it over so I can grab it in the middle. And again, it's a little bit blind when you're trying to pick up stuff like this. But it does do it, and it does it good. And these are things that I can't move anymore, so I'm happy to have it. So there we are. We got rocks in place. We got all the mulch up in place, and got it wrapped around there, everything. So it'll be real easy to mow around here once I do get the grass in, and that'll be the next video. I'll do a follow-up with that. And those hostas are growing. Then I decided I've got to try to spread out. I dug out about 12 or 15 yards when I dug that 500-foot long trench. It was 2 feet deep and about 10 inches wide. And I piled all the dirt up here to reblend this so I could just set up the mowing and make it come right around the corner, and I could do it smoothly. So right now it's all mud because we just had another inch of rain day before, so I'm just going to try to spread this out a little bit here and let it dry out for a couple of days before I do the final grading. But this Coyote tractor, boy, it's been a tough machine, and having the right attachments for it really does make it be a big help around the yard. That would have taken me forever. Thought about doing it with the excavator, but I figured this would be quicker for the rough grading. You move a lot of dirt at once with this. And, this definitely is running at a lot faster speed. And I do have to move up and do that section up there by the gas tanks later, and the section over around behind the barn after that. And I just wanted to show you that. Keeping busy here trying to finish cleaning up that mess that I made last year and get everything changed around so that it's real easy to take care of for us as we get older. So I'm gonna let that dry out a couple days. Actually, we got more rain coming in today, so who knows, but I'm gonna let that dry out and I'll do the final grading and drive over it to Packtown and stuff. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll have another follow-up soon.